You can't make this shit up. I know I did a short on this, but I felt compelled to do a long version. It is my duty, my obligation, and responsibility to tell the truth. And I have already drew the line a long time ago on calling these fools out. We have another Colin Kaepernick, wants to be a social justice warrior on the big stage. Another Jussie Smollett. If you haven't followed this story, I'm going to give you a quick update. This is Rachel Richardson behind me. I'm going to play a quick video of her in a second. She claimed that a man in the stands was using racial slurs and calling her the N-Word to the point where she felt so uncomfortable during a volleyball match against BYU that she went and told her other teammate that she felt comfortable with, which is another black teammate on the volleyball team, and which it escalated to the coaches and other people to get involved to where they eventually pointed out a man and said that he's the person that has been doing it, and to the point that they banned the man from future athletic events. I don't understand this whole society and where we are to where you reprimand and condemn and lynch a person before you have all the facts and information. I think that just because someone got butt hurt or their feelings or got hurt or they're uncomfortable, that this whole swing of mood and what they do to people of crying wolf has just gone way beyond reasoning. Now, she's alleging the man did it. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't, but so far, according to the authorities, it's turning out that she is a daggone lie. So let me play this video, then I'm gonna give you guys my commentary.
I believe that meeting anger with anger, it just starts a cycle of more anger. As a young Black woman in America, I know I don't have the privilege of reacting all the time, or else it paints that face of, oh, you're just another angry Black woman. I felt as though responding to it in the way that I did would help the greater purpose, and that's creating awareness, and that's allowing everyone from both sides to better see the fact that we should all be working towards a.
She says she doesn't want to be an angry Black woman. The fact you got that Black Lives Matter shirt on and the whole premises of what you just said, and that you want to make sure it's not met with anger, let me explain something to you people. These people that are just like her, this is learned behavior. This is because of social media. This is because of the Democratic Party. This is because what's been normalized and made acceptable by poor leadership and destructive culture. These people will cry wolf and cry racism, and they're looking for racism even when there isn't any there. There's a high demand in racism, but has low supply. And this is where we are. We have a bunch of Jussie Smolletts running around. So please understand that, people. And I have a deep disdain for people like her.
Common goal. We shouldn't be trying to create two sides. What I want the most out of this, one, is to raise awareness, and two, to hopefully encourage institutions such as BYU and others to start really putting in those efforts and the funds to educate the general student body. I don't want to group BYU altogether in a negative light. So I've just seen it as an opportunity to raise awareness for the fact that racist incidents such as these, they still are happening. It is 2022 and it should be unacceptable, but it still happens. And that is due to a lack of education on situations such as these, a lack of education on how to deal with people who might still be ignorant, who might be racist.
All right, I had enough. Lord, give me the strength, give me the wisdom on what I need to say to relay my message. If not, we are going to lose a country, we are going to lose a people, because this is a decay to our society. These people have so much anger, hatred, and resentment in their heart, they haven't learned to heal, and therefore it becomes a veil. It blocks their frontal lobe, the reasoning in their brain, where they just look for racism. Now, she's alleging that someone did this to her, but the reports are now coming out that the person that they identified and said that was yelling these racial slurs, that they've already banned from future athletic events. It's coming out that the person didn't even do it. Now, my question is, since they treated the person that way with that, now that the facts are coming out, is there a lawsuit involved from the way that they treated him after he pleaded that he didn't do it, that he didn't say anything of the sort? After all the national media and recognition around this new social justice warrior icon, Rachel Richardson, are they going to, if it turns out completely after the investigation is over, which I'm going to get into that as well, it's pretty much over. If it turns out that she lied, she's another Jussie Smollett, shouldn't she be charged with the hate crime for straight up lying? Because right now it's her word against his. Although Candy Camera 4K caught everything, and this is what liars do, and what liars don't understand, that it'll eventually catch up to you, and not only just the camera. And I'm going to show you guys that it doesn't even match with the story of what she put out, and she's running off of, and what she tweeted, and her daddy and her grandmama, all these people that's involved. My question is, everyone involved, including the athlete, shouldn't they be treated equally the same? Shouldn't they be banned from all future athletic events? As a matter of fact, I think Rachel Richardson, the Jussie Smollett female version, I think that she should be banned for life. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm talking about drop her from her scholarship, drop her from the school, the whole nine. They need to make examples of these kinds of people, because I'm sick of it. To be quite honest with you, it's embarrassing to be black sometimes. And I completely understand why white folks, they approach some black folks with caution. It's like the snake analogy. You know, it's not everybody has a aversion to snakes, because not all snakes are bad. It's not that they hate the snake skin. It's just they don't know if they're coming in the counter with a bad snake or a good snake. I understand why white folks, they walk on eggshells around black folks. Why companies now are probably pandering to this woke ideologue. I'm telling you, this is a decay and cancer to our society. So going into it, she claimed, I want to start it here. Here we go, right here. I want to start it right here. Later, Duke players and coaches reportedly identified the man as the same person who was allegedly yelling the slurs at Richardson. An initial review of surveillance footage of the crowd didn't turn up any evidence that the man was the fan yelling the slurs as the black Duke players served. And from the Tribune, an officer, let me scoot it up here for y'all. You can't do it because my head is in the way. I'll kind of try to move it out of the way. An officer later reviewed footage according to the report and wrote, "There was nothing seen on the game film that led me to believe that the man was the person who was making comments to the player who complained about being called the N-Word." And shall I continue? During the match's second set, the officers observed the UVU student was not present when Richardson was serving, which is when Richardson's family and Duke officials said the slurs were yelled. And later, when she was serving again, he was playing on his phone, the officer wrote. Wow. So the authorities have pretty much concluded that it's all fabricated. What she says is not lining up. She's saying that the man did it during the second serve. He was doing it during her last serve, and it was continuing. But Candy Camera 4K is showing that he was playing on his phone. He wasn't even present. That the person that you guys pointed out that allegedly did this wasn't even around, playing on his phone, didn't even do it. And he pleaded that he didn't do it. But they banned him from future athletic events. As a matter of fact, now they're trying to get other people that were around to come forward. But nobody's coming forward as of now. So it's very interesting. Maybe she has exceptional hearing. Maybe it's just so exceptional through the crowd that her post-traumatic stress of slavery and this evil United States of America, full of racism, that white people just hate black people so much, her exceptional hearing somehow heard him use the N-word multiple times. And it's just very interesting. And I find it very amazing that no one else heard it. No one in the vicinity of the perp, not even the ref. No one has heard what she is claiming. But yet they ran off with it. But you know what? Now that we know that she's lying, because I'm going to come on out and say she's lying. She allegedly is accusing him. I'm saying that she straight up lied and she's nothing more than a Jussie Smollett. My question is to you, American people, to the people watching this. This is where our society is going with this woke ideologues. White people are guilty in present 2022, and you have to try to prove yourself innocent. And this is the sad part about it. And I'm sad that I even have to say it, but you guys know not all of us are like this. Not all of us are on this woke agenda, and we are anti-white and we hate white people, and we just walk around with this anger, hatred, and resentment in our hearts. The sad part of it is black folks have now reached a level of they want justice for everybody else and only mercy for themselves. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Black folks only want justice for everyone else and only mercy for themselves. This is sad, sad, sad. She straight up lied. No one heard it, not even the ref, no one around the perp. It's just her word against them. Now that Candy Camera 4K has caught her in the lie. You know what's sad about it? And I'm going to close it with this. She lied so much, and they ran with the story so much to the point it got national news. It's all over social media. That now that the real facts have coming out, that what she's saying is not lining up with what her claims are and what she's alleging that this guy did. Not only did they ban him, I think he's got a major lawsuit on how they treated him, how they pretty much assassinated the man's character. I'm sure that people are giving him hell in the area where he lives. But not only did they do that, it's gone so far to where now the authorities, they're just going to leave the investigation open-ended. They've pretty much concluded on what's took place. So it's so bad that even though they know the truth, they're going to run with it because money's involved now. Lawsuits can come down the pipeline. So instead of making it right and calling it for what it is like they did with Jussie Smollett, showing that her claims are not lining up, it's pretty much a lie. They're just going to leave the investigation open, and we're going to never really know the true facts unless you got independent people like myself to come out and tell y'all the truth. I don't know. I'm not going to rant on. Tell me what y'all thoughts are. Put it in the comments. Do you think that she was lying? Do you think she may be telling the truth? Do you think that it's kind of questionable that her story is not lining up with the camera? The authorities pretty much have no one coming forward to confirm her claims. Or do you think that this is just another attempt of crying wolf, that there's racism when there wasn't any racism whatsoever? If it's your first time on the channel, please like and subscribe. I'm sorry this went a little long. I get a little agitated at these. If you've been supporting me, y'all know what to do. Put your middle finger up to the algorithm. Please like, comment, and share. It's your boy Craig Long 45. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, wait.